Hey guys, today I'm going to talk about nose manual. So nose manual like this, I'm sure if you're watching this video, like you probably find it very scary, which is totally understandable. And like when I first started doing it, like I was actually skating very rough surfaces, and it was very unpredictable to nose manual. And it's just I put it off for like probably like a couple years on nose manual until I start skating somewhere smooth and we had a box and stuff. So like I totally understand why this could be like very difficult for somebody, and you're instinctively you're just not going to. Your body sometimes don't let you do it. And sometimes it happens. And there's some tricks to like make it easier, but at the end of the day, this trick is actually you need to build all your balances with your body, shoulders, hand, your knees, your ankles. Everything needs to get down to balancing yourself, and like those muscles needs to be built. So like at the end of the day, this is a matter of how long you're going to try and how many times you try. But there's few things can really be helpful to learning how to nose manual, which is first one is the foot position, and the second one is where your balance point is. So foot position on this one is you don't want to put too much on the top of the nose, and actually you want to put it on like basically like where the nose starts. So like just kind of like right where the hardware is, that's where the good spot is. So like it's like right there, like right there. The reason why it is that if you go all the way here, because you're standing on the nose, you're gonna more likely put a lot more weight on the nose when you nose manual. So like if you go all the way here, this side of things is kind of like hard to balance it. Like so too much weight here and then too less of a weight here, so it becomes like kind of like, oh, it's going down, I'm gonna press it, but then like you press it too much, and then like that's what's happening. And then like this, I find it like right here where the nose starts is what I find it like most comfortable spot to balance. And I've seen a lot of pro skaters put same position when they do nose manual as well. But if you go further in, it becomes too delicate. So like if you're like kind of crossing on top of the truck bolts right here, it becomes too delicate. So like now like this side becomes too strong, and then if you put a little bit of here, it can control on this side too much so that you lose balance. So I think perfect spot is right by the nose where it starts, not on the top, not on the center. It's like right there. And then like first thing you want to do is like kind of put your foot there, and then like don't move, like try to kind of balance it on the ground, like just kind of like feel it out, and then start with the slow movements, so like push just a little bit and then try to just tap 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 tap, like so like the mind needs to understand, like your body needs to understand that this is not too dangerous. Of course it's dangerous, but the thing is like you can control it, like you can control this particular danger, so like you need to understand that like in a slow given time, especially if you have a like very strong fear that stops you, it's like it's very normal. But the thing is like like if you want to overcome that, you need to go into this slowly. And then another big tip I would say would be where you set your balance points, which is the wheels. So like if you're going to say like if you're on a balance board, like there's a balance, like your balance point is here where that tube thing is, cylinder thing is. And then in this case, if you want to balance, your balance center is the wheels, you know, right there. So like if you can see the wheels, for the most part, most skateboard you should be able to see the wheels, and then like you just try to balance it right there. That's actually pretty good spot for balance. So that's like, if you don't know where to look, or you keep looking at your front foot or nose, try to look at the wheels. So because that's the center, you know. And now say like if you go into the boxes, you know, like manual pads and stuff, is you don't want too high of a manual pad, but then you want something like curb height, you know, like maybe like 6 inches or something. Like those would be like something close to that, you know, would be perfect to learn on. Because if you go too high, you would have to jump into it. Just like jumping high, actually, like you can easily lose your balance points as you move like drastically, you know. So like somewhere you can just go like ta ta, you know, like just go pop a little bit and then just get on it. What I usually do when I get into a manual pad is I put my weight already sort of on the nose side of things, you know. So like I put my weight already, I'm like quite sitting on the nose of things, and then I pop a little bit backward a little bit. So I pop a little bit backward, and then when it reaches somewhere right there, I basically almost drop it into it. So like I'm already kind of standing here, and then as I pop and then I reach over there, I just kind of like drop it into the nose manual. And then so if you keep doing that, like if you practice that multiple times, you can actually get into it like pretty accurate, like almost every time. Where like, and then like if you can balance from there, like now you got a nose manual on the nose menu pad. And then how do you gonna land it is by just nudging and just little jumping. So like you could try to pop out, but the thing is like that's a lot more drastic action. And so, but then you can't just roll it out on nose manual, because what happened is like it will just kind of like drop, and then it will just drop again. And then while it happened, quite often you could get tossed out, or you could slide out, or things like that. So what you want to do is like just little nudge right there, just little nudge forward, like just little nudge forward, and then jump up a little bit. So like when you see me do it, like it almost look like I'm not doing anything, but I'm doing something, you know, like, so like you just kind of like nudge forward and then jump up, like little, make the board a little bit lighter at the same time. And then what happened is it just kind of goes like, it just kind of get pushed out of the ledge, and then you can find your landing there. So yeah, when I was recording this, you know, I end up recording nose grind as well. So next week I'm gonna do nose grind review. I mean, not review, nose grind review. Nose grind, it's kind of like the same lineup tricks, you know. So I'll do a tutorial on nose grind next week. So if you're interested, subscribe, and like this video if you find it helpful. And yeah, I'll see you next week. And yeah, I'll see you next week.